What's up guys, welcome back to the Zeusdaz Unemulated Retro Game channel, and I go by the name of Zeus. And for this shit game time I bring you a request from Katakis. Hello mate, how you doing? I hope you enjoy this shit game time. And he's asked me to do Overlander on the Amiga. Now I've done a long play, well a semi-long play of this on YouTube quite some time back, and I had to say it's one of the most boring games I've ever played. Now I used to own it on the Atari ST. Same thing goes for that, but this, the Amiga version, you can certainly tell has much better graphics. It also has a full screen overscan display area, unlike the ST. There's far more colours that are into this game, into this version than the Atari ST version, so it's definitely an upgrade, but that doesn't save the game. And this was released back in 1989 by Elite, and it was coded by a guy called Darren Pegg, and the graphics were done by Gary Tung, I think it was, and music was done by Mark Cooksey. But it's just dull, guys. That's all there is to it. It's absolutely dull. It does nothing for me anyway. About a year later, Fire and Forget 2 came out, which pretty much is similar to this game, but I enjoyed that more because it had in-game music and it felt there was a lot more action in that game, whereas this doesn't hardly have any action at all. You're just literally driving for endless times with nothing happening. Okay, secret document 3000 up front, or what do we want? Counterfeit money. So you can choose your course you want. Push forward to load fuel. There we go. Yeah, all right, let's just load it in. Okay, and then you can select an actual weapon. Let's have a look. Rockets. Okay, let's choose one of them. Firearm, turbo. That's it. Leave city. Right. Okay. And here we go. As you can see, it's a massive improvement over the Atari ST version. The amount of colours, and as I said, it's a completely full screen display area. But there's a lot of times in this game where you're just driving and nothing's happening. And the worst thing about this game for me is the high-end engine noise. It just gives you if you can listen to that, you try listening to that for about 5 or 10 minutes. It really hurts your ears. Again, it's very similar to Fire and Forget 2, which came out after this. But Fire and Forget 2 is more enjoyable, I think. Did a long play for that as well, so check that out. First long play, and in fact the only long play of Fire and Forget 2 on Amiga so far on YouTube. Another little boast there. But as you can see, it's very bare. The scenery does change colours in later levels, you know, you get night time and what have you. But and it goes on forever. That's right, I remember it now. At the end of each stage, like Fire and Forget 2, you have to face the truck or the vehicle that you're after. But it takes so long. And I don't think you have I don't think that's it, is it? No, that's not it. And you don't have let's see, what's the space do? Oh, space is poor, so that ain't it. Maybe it's the mouse button. You've got a weapon. You've got to watch those flames, don't drive over them. So I don't know if that was that a rocket? No, I don't know. I can't remember how to fire up the special weapon. But it's such a long, boring drive. The sense of speed is okay, but apart from that, the graphics are very nice. No in-game music, very dull. Oh. And terrible high-end engine. Oh, fuck's sake. That reminded me of Crazy Cars 2, that is. Just driving into something and just crashing, burning. Like that. It doesn't really have much music in the game. What there is of it is pretty dull. See, level 1, there's 5 levels. Levels are shown in the top right hand corner there, but as I said before, sometimes you're driving like this with nothing on the road at all. It's really boring. There's no excitement factor at all. Nothing that says I want another go, I want another go, oh let's play this again. You could drive for ages just round like this and nothing's happening as such. It's a very empty road, and that high engine noise, as I said, is just, oh, it's painful to the ears. So don't play if you've got a headache. See, that's all. Sometimes that's all that happens. It's just dead. Just absolutely dead. Dull. Nothing happening. A couple of bullets being fired at you now and then. Fight Forget 2 sort of added more action to it, and in-game music helped. But I don't think, unlike Fight Forget 2, which shows you how much distance you've got left before you get to the end of the level, this doesn't. So you could be doing this for ages. You have no idea. Doesn't touch them. Yeah, it's a very plain, boring landscape, isn't it? But massively improved on the Atari ST version. There's no one can argue that. You could you load that version up, much smaller screen area, and far less shades of reds and blues. It has big thick lines across the top of the screen for your skyline. See, look, that's exactly what I'm saying, look. Nothing. Oh, level completed, finally. So there's no end of level baddie then, I thought there was. Right. Okay, Federation official or a kidnapped official. Let's go for that one, it's always harder. Fuel, whack that up again. Yeah. Weapons, what can we have? Extra life, bulletproofing. Bulletproofing. I've got two of them. Oh, okay. Battering ram, no, don't want that. Wheel blades, it's quite useful. Oh, that'll do. Still don't quite know how to select them. See, it's a slightly different background now. F1, F2. So I don't know how to, I suppose, how to select the weapons. I'm sure it's a key button somehow. Again, nothing much happening. Pretty boring. Yeah, they could have. I don't know. They could. I'm game over already. Well, they could have put some more into it. They could have took the Atari ST version. They've built up on the graphics. They've built on the size of the screen area. Got a very nice intro screen. Very sort of high resi effect on that. Very nice. Very graphically, it's very nice. But it's such an empty game. There could be more. Could have been more action put into it, like an end of level guardian. The level shouldn't be so long. Yeah, I don't know. Let's try again. I don't really want to play too much because it's boring. I can't get into it. Let's go for that one this time. Fuel up there like that. Yeah, it's like a bit of fuel in there. City, let's just get on with it. Back we are again with level 1, the boring. Oh, that's taking its time, isn't it? Slow on the uptake there. See, I don't quite know. Blimey, why does it take so long compared to last time? Last time I was zipping through the levels. Pausing it. I'm just trying to work out what certain buttons do. Nothing seems to be doing anything. So if you look on the right hand side, I've got 4 steering wheel. There's a symbol wheel there with 4 next to it. I don't quite know what that means. without reading the instruction manuals. And some PDFs are very hard to get hold of actually, so it literally is guesswork. Most games you get on Amiga, like crack games, you can suss out for yourself, especially if they're shoot 'em ups or driving games. But now and then you'll get something where you've got to try and highlight a symbol, and you don't know how. So you're fiddling around with all the keys, trying to get lucky. It does a little bit of loading now and then. That's what you'll probably hear. The auto fire, you know, it's just. Might stick that on, save my finger a little bit. But you see what I mean? It's just, there's no excitement factor, is there? There's nothing to make you think, oh this is cool. I'll come back to that later. Or if you're doing something else, oh I feel like whacking this game in and having a good blast or good driving experience. It's just something's missing. It's very hard to pinpoint it, apart from saying there's lack of action on there and high engine noise with no in-game music. That aside, there's something missing from this game that just makes it feel like a missed opportunity, which was somewhat corrected a little bit anyway in Fire and Forget 2. But not a game that I've come back to myself very often. I think actually the 4 symbol means I've got 4 lives. I think that's probably what it means. See what I mean about the high engine noise? It's a little bit irritating after a while. Yeah. Again, just some things pop on the road now and then, but that's it. That's about it. Whoa. Oh. So you crash coming off the road. Alright, get going. Slow start. Maybe I selected a turbo the first time round. And the road moves very well as well. God, fucking another case of outrun. You know, take a look at this and what you should have been. So the stripes at the side gives you some sort of sense of speed, and the trees whizzing by, well the trees are more like stumps and rocks, they're whizzing by quite fast, so that it moves well, no doubt about that. It moves well, the graphics are lovely, nice intro as far as high resi kind of picture, overscan play area, but apart from that, the negatives, very dull music, no in-game music at all, annoying high-end engine noise, and it just feels like you're driving across the you are driving across the wasteland. Look, you can see that, but you know what I mean, is there's no action, there's no, I don't know, it's like, oh, this is actually quite boring. Look what I'm doing. Is that all I'm doing? I can make a cup of tea and come back, go to the lavatory. But apart from that, yeah, I haven't got really much to say much more about the game actually. So I wouldn't say it's shit, it's just dull as shit, as we say over here in the UK. Dull as shit. But it's not a shit game. There's no annoyance factor about it. Boy, have I played some flipping games on my shit-o-meter, shit game time videos. Some of them are really annoying. You can hear it in my voice. And that tends to get the ratings up a lot more. Well, here we go, another area of nothing. We've got another blue truck. Let's get rid of him. So there's no distance as such, saying how much you've got to go. You've just got to wait. Out of fuel, I'm out of fuel. See that? So that's a trick. Top up the fuel tank right to the top. Out of fuel. Dull. There you go, I'm not going to play it again. Overlander on the Amiga 500, released by Elite. Very nice graphics, lovely overscan display area, very nice picture on the loading screen, good sense of speed, vastly improved color wise over the Atari ST version, but it's such an empty game. It's a missed opportunity. There's not enough action in it, and no in-game music, and a rather annoying high-end engine speed. So it's not a shit game, it's just dull as shit game. So with that, I'm going to give that 76 shits. 76 shits for Overlander on the Amiga 500. Okay guys, that was a request from Katakis. Hope you enjoyed that, mate. Until next time, please come back to the channel. Please keep subbing and spreading it if you can, and please keep commentating on it. Commentating, that's my job again. Commenting on it, and yeah, hopefully there'll be a lot more things for you to watch on my channel that you'll find very enjoyable, sometimes controversial when it comes to shit game times, but there we go, that's the way it is. So that's another request done, guys. Until next time, take care of yourselves and happy gaming.